2021, the year of the Cars franchise's 15th anniversary, Mattel released the Racing Red series, where they took 6 iconic Cars characters from across the trilogy and made brand new metallic red variants of them. While typical metallic Cars diecasts just take one color on the car and make it a metallic color or make it silver, Racing Red went above and beyond, choosing a super cool metallic red color as the primary color for each character, and then changing their other decals and designs to silver and black, making these cars really stand out as more than just your typical metallic release. They work as a super cool uniform group of special edition cars, and to this day, they are still one of my all-time favorite lines in the history of Cars diecasts. I absolutely adore the Racing Red line, and my love for this series has only continued to grow as the years have gone on. I thought it was a super cool thing they did. It's really a fun way to celebrate the anniversary of Cars all year long, and to this day, I just love how these cars look. They're some of my all-time favorite metallic releases. I absolutely love this series. Despite how much I've been gushing about the Racing Red series, I actually don't own the whole series. In 2021, I was able to find only 4 of the 6. I got Jackson Storm, Sally, and Francesco Bernoulli in stores. I got McQueen, the last release in the series, for Christmas that year, but I unfortunately never found Cruz or Mater. I'm sure many people could say they couldn't find Mater because Racing Red Mater is insanely expensive online now. He goes for like $100 around there. He goes from like 90 to 110. It's absolutely insane how expensive he is. I'm not sure what really happened there. I know his case was really hard to find. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a case that skipped the US. Cases that skip the US typically tend to have really expensive new releases on the aftermarket. I'm not sure. I know at the very least, I think it did hit the US, but I know at the very least it was very, very hard to find. For years, knowing that Mater was insanely expensive, I didn't really bother to look into Racing Red Cruz, the other car I was missing. And then I looked her up a few months ago and realized she goes for like $15. So I asked for her for my birthday, and my parents were nice enough to pick her up for me. And now I can finally add another Racing Red car to my collection. Even after I learned Cruz was pretty cheap, I almost didn't want to get her because, well, then I'd have 5 of the 6 cars. And I knew I would never complete the set. I would never have all 6. So what would be the point in getting a 5th if I would never get the 6th? Well, I decided to put that thought aside and get myself another Racing Red car, or again, ask for it for my birthday last month. And man, I'm so happy to have another one in my collection. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Racing Red Dinoco Cruz Ramirez from the 2021 Racing Red series, obviously. Count how many times I say Racing Red in this video, am I right? I have a lot of Cruzes, okay? Sometimes I feel like I have too many Cruzes because there are so many variants of Cruz that are just like regular Dinoco Cruz, but with something different. I have this Dinoco Cruz, the original Dinoco Cruz, the Silver Collection one, Beach Racer Cruz. Even the Glow Racer Cruz is very similar, and I have a color changer. So there's just a huge chunk of my shelf that's just, you know, Dinoco Cruz in several different varieties, and this isn't going to help that, but it is going to stand out because it's a metallic red one, and that is sick. I absolutely love that the Racing Red series changed the artwork for every character. Very, very cool. This was really like the first year where we got a special edition series in the main line, something that's become a bit more common these days. Well, I guess it would be the same as the Silver Collection the previous year, but the Silver Collection, much like the Scavenger Hunt metallic cars from the years before that, didn't get special artwork, so very cool that they started doing special artwork here. Got new for 2021. And on the back, you can see all the cars in the series in release order from right to left. Mater, Jackson, Sally, Francesco, Cruz, and Lightning down there under a tarp. Now, something really fun they did, they actually covered up the rest of the items. So if I were to buy Mater, all 5 of these cars would have this McQueen-shaped tarp over them. If I were to buy Jackson, you would just see these 2, then the other 4 would be covered up. It's a really fun way to unveil the items one by one, although if you were following Cars Leaks, you knew who the entire series was comprised of from a pretty early on point in the year. And then, of course, later on, the poster for that year was released. 2021 actually had 2 posters, so by then you got a better look at them, but it was still a very fun gimmick. You know, what % of kids seeing this at Walmart are reading online leaks, right? And even those of us who did read leaks like me wouldn't know what they look like until the poster leaked what they look like. But still, very fun gimmick there. I quite like that. And here she is out of the package, and yeah, this looks really, really nice. Man, it feels so surreal for me to have another Racing Red car in hand. It's been years at this point. It's so crazy to think of. It's been 2 or 3 years since I last unboxed one of these, and yeah, Cruz looks good. Cruz looks really, really good. Absolutely loving that metallic red paint job. Man, look at that. Some of the colors Thailand chooses for metallic cars are so nice. I love the shade of red they used here. Easily the best metallic red I've ever seen. And that's saying something, because we've gotten a lot of metallic red cars over the years with all the different McQueens and Francescos and similar characters. But the metallic red Thailand chose for Racing Red is a really beautiful shade of the color. And I love the silver decals here. They don't really pop as much as you might hope, at least not with lighting like mine. But the side here, you can see, really, really stands out. Depending on how light hits this, it's either a little hard to see or really, really vibrant and this really brilliant shade of silver. Again, doing the silver really made these cars go the extra mile. We've got the Dinoco logo there with the dinosaur. Let me try to angle that a little so we could see the writing better. There you go, look at that. Number 51 up there. We also have Cruz's secondary sponsors. I feel like nobody ever really notices the fact that Cruz has secondary sponsors, but they are down there. The Piston Cup, Combustor, Carbon, Cyber, and Synergy, the same ones the rest of the next gens have. We've got her Lightyear tires there with the nice red wheels. I don't believe these are metallic. Maybe they're a little bit shiny, but Thailand kind of has a long history of not really doing metallic wheels very well, so I can't even really tell. One detail I really, really do like is that they made sure to make her spoiler red, which is just such a nice touch. Mattel has a very long history of not changing the colors for spoilers for certain characters, which has made some silver releases look really awkward over the years, like Silver World Grand Prix McQueen. It's made some color changers look awkward over the years. So I really like, once again, they went the extra mile with this. It's more than just a regular metallic car. You know, they went out of their way to make sure it was red. Although I do believe the Silver Collection Cruz from the previous year had a silver spoiler. In fact, if I look over at my Silver King, yeah, he does that too. So that is something very nice of them to sort of change and improve over the years. On the back, we've got the 51 and Dinoco logo there, as you'd expect, as well as her rookie stripes, which pop out because the rest of her isn't yellow this time. There's a look at the other side, and there's a look at the base. Unless I win the lottery, this will probably be my last Racing Red unboxing review. Unless I find the world's greatest deal on Mater. And you know what? I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm really not the biggest fan of the Racing Red Mater design. I think it's fine, but it's just a red brand new Mater. I'll live. My collection will be just fine without it. Super cool. Super glad to have another Racing Red car in my collection. And I'm also super glad to be back here on YouTube. I've been taking kind of a break for the last week or so, with a few exceptions. But I'm very excited to get back into doing daily videos. It's going to be a very exciting time for the channel. I don't think I've ever been more excited to do reviews, guys. I have 31 items, including this, so now it's 30 cars to review. 30 cars, or 30 cars items to review. I'm going to be doing daily reviews from here on out until I've reviewed all of them. It's going to be a super fun time, a super fun month, so make sure to stay tuned, because every day there'll be an item you've never seen me review before. You can check out my community tab, where I've posted a picture of every item I'm reviewing here. I've also shown them off in haul videos and other places. So yeah, super happy to be back, and super happy to be doing daily reviews of brand new items. I've never had this many cars to review before, so I can't wait. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you guys tomorrow for another review. Bye now.